Whose career dream are you funding right now? And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about with your time and your mind. This was one of the biggest lessons I had to learn, and one of the reasons I became a career coach, because these days, if I can help one person figure this out faster and not fund somebody else's career dream, I feel like I'm doing my job. For me, it was my dad. My dad was a super smart guy. My dad went to MIT. My dad quit MIT because he said the people there weren't fun enough. And so instead, he went and got an apprenticeship with a company who paid for him to go to Tufts University, where he was then able to graduate summa cum laude with an engineering degree and be part of a fraternity so he could have his fun. So my dad, super smart guy, went on to own his own company. And when you live with a super smart guy like that, they're pretty convincing. You know, you're always impressed by their knowledge. And so growing up, I really wanted to do right by him. I started working for his company at 13 years old. He told me, look, get the best grades you can, get into the best school you can, and we're going to build your career. Well, like, what did I know? So I followed this. But, you know, it never really felt fulfilling. But at that age, you do what you're told. You want to make everybody happy. So I ended up, of course, going to Tufts, following in his footsteps. And I got there and fell in love with art history and architecture. So I go home and I sit down and I say, hey, this is the degree I want to do. And he says, absolutely not. No, that's a worthless degree. That's not going to help you. He said, you need a degree that makes sense or I'm not paying for it. I wasn't strong enough, folks, to go do my own thing. So what did I do? I got an engineering degree. And I graduated in a recession. And at this point I thought, okay, well, there's no jobs. Maybe I can convince him now. So I get into the Boston Architectural Center. And I go home and I say, can I do this program? And he's like, if you want to, but it's $60,000 plus you're going to have to live on your own expenses. I'm not paying for it and it's a recession. I don't know how you're going to cover that. Once again, I gave up, and what did I do? I tried to find some jobs on my own. I worked a few jobs, but I ended up working back at his company. So now he's really happy because I'm on a career track at his company, and I'm really miserable. And so what eventually happened is that in secret, I applied to some jobs in Boston, found an apartment, and then just went in and told him one day I was resigning and moving to Boston because I knew he'd talk me out of it. I knew he would. I knew it would be awful. And it was awful, folks. Just, we didn't talk for like a year. It was so hard. I clearly had disappointed him. And I'd love to tell you at that point that it was all roses, and unicorns. It wasn't. It was there were 4 years thereafter when I went out on my own where it was hard. Mistake after mistake, disappointment after disappointment. What was I doing, right? But I was on my own and I learned fast. And that's why I really started to think about this whole career thing and why aren't we figuring this out sooner in our lives? It was really the beginning of the birth of me becoming a career coach. Fast forward many years later, I was on my own and doing well and started this company, and my dad was dying. And he said to me, I always wanted you to run the company, but if not, I always wanted you to be a lawyer or a politician. And honestly, in that moment, it was finally when it hit me that he was trying to push his own career dreams on me, the things that he didn't do in his career that he wanted to do. He saw through me and had wanted for me. Like, I don't know why it took me so long to see that. And in that moment, I felt so sad that I had disappointed him, but I also knew that I had become my own person and that I was doing what was right for me. And so now I want to do that for everybody else. And if this story resonated with you, because it's hard to people in your life who you love and respect and who have been there for you, to say, look, I can't fund your career dreams anymore, or any dreams for that matter. I got to go do me. It's not easy. So you need to be part of a supportive group. You need a community that gets this, and you need coaches who get this. And if that makes sense, then I have a proposition for you. Every single week, I do a masterclass inside the Work It Daily program. I get on live and I talk with members. Some of them come on camera with me and we talk about their situation. And we just start to work through these things and support one another to pursue our own career dreams. If you would love to try this risk-free, we have a 7-day free trial. So if you sign up today, you can come to my class on Wednesday. You can see what it's all about. You can cancel at any time. But if you do decide to stay, memberships start at $19 a month. That's less than $1 a day. So that you could be supported through this. Because like I said, I started this with a mission to help people like you not be in the position I was, not struggle for all those years, and to really get to a place where you're living your own career dreams, where you're putting your mind and your time towards what matters to you. Because you know what? The only person you need to impress with your career is you. You. I hope that made sense. I would love to see you in Work It Daily. 7-day free trial. Links up here, or go here, or just go to workitdaily.com. Come join my masterclass, okay? And let's help you pursue the career dreams that you want and deserve. Good luck, my friend. Go get them.